Binding a numeric value to a text object is easy because the data is being provided as a string of digits which can be displayed directly in the content field. For other properties, such as visibility or colors, we must convert the input to the target's format. Let's look at the different types of conversions available in the graphics editor. I'm starting with the same values we set up last time. Let's say my utility has set a demand limit on my site of 10 megawatts. So I want my readout to turn red when it exceeds 8 megawatts. This will require a more significant conversion. Up on the text object, I'm going to add another binding, this time to the stroke. However, I'm going to give it the same name because I'm only reading one value from my project. Now, I need to convert this value to a type that's more compatible with my property, which requires a convert value object. The signal fields are effectively Boolean expressions operating on the input value of the binding. In this case, I want to trigger the conversion whenever my signal is more than 8,000 kilowatts. When this is true, the attribute value will be set. I have a color picker here because my property is a color, but this will change to whatever type of value is selected. If I was binding the visibility property, I would be able to choose visible or hidden. Now that I've configured the conversion, let's check it in the preview. My value is currently black because the value is under 8,000. But if I change it to 10,000, it turns red. There are a couple of points to note here. First, I can only have one field in this convert value filled in, or none will take effect. However, I can have multiple conversions of this type. Say if I wanted the color to change to orange over 5,000. The conversions will take effect in order down the object tree. There are a few more conversions to look at. Convert status lets me set a specific value if my input tag has an error, is reading from a stored value, or has been forced, although only the error has any meaning to us for now. Convert text will set a given property based on an input if the point is being provided as a text string. Most of our points are numeric, so I'll pass over this for now. The last in line is convert custom, and as you might imagine, this is the most flexible. A custom conversion calls a JavaScript function that you write to perform whatever conversion you want. I'm saving JavaScript for a later conversation, but I do want to show you one trick I mentioned earlier. Let's say I have a long floating point value coming in. I'll add a new object and bind its content to 0.3 repeating. As I said in the last video, the graphic will output as many digits as possible. I can add a convert custom object, edit its script, and set the return value to value.toFixed2 to limit the output to 2 decimal points. If you're already familiar with JavaScript, you're probably excited about the possibilities here. And if not, hang on. We have a section on JavaScript coming. In the meantime, let's take our bindings and use them to drive some on-screen animations. Until then, Thank you.